Hello, Internet. So I was just watching someone's video, and oh my gosh, I've already forgotten her name. But I will put a link in the doobly what's it, to her video. She was talking about, sleep talking. I don't sleep talk, so I don't have any stories of myself sleep talking, but one of the fun things about college is that you get to live with a roommate, and so usually around first year and sophomore year, everyone starts exchanging stories about roommates that sleep talk, whether they had one or they know someone who had one, or they are the sleep talking roommate. So the first story you should take with a grain of salt because I heard it from a friend who has a friend who had a roommate that did this thing. So I'm not sure if it's accurate and whatever, but it's a good story. All of a sudden her roommate sits bolt upright and goes, "Who else wants to touch the wall?" And then goes back to sleep. I did hear my sophomore year roommate talk in her sleep twice. Either she didn't talk in her sleep very often, or I always slept too deeply to hear her talk in her sleep. But the two times I heard her sleep talk, I had gone to bed a little bit after her, and my then girlfriend was visiting, so I was trying to share a twin-size bed with another person, and so I wasn't very asleep. Get your mind out of the gutter, you guys. We were sleeping. So the first time I heard my roommate sleep talk, she sat up and said, "This is still a sad Marigold." And then she lay back down and went back to sleep. And I actually didn't tell her about this until after I had heard her sleep talk a second time, because I was pretty sure that she was awake during that incident and was trying to make a reference to something. I actually thought she was referencing something from the webcomic Questionable Content, or QC. There's a character called Marigold, and I didn't really know why she was referencing it at that moment, but I was pretty sure that's what was happening. The second time that she was sleep talking, we actually had a little conversation, and in the morning, I mentioned it to her, and she had no memory. Once again, my girlfriend was visiting. We were sharing my tiny twin-size bed, dorm issue. I'm pretty sure they make them smaller than normal twin-size beds because they're dorm issue. They're terrible. It was 1 in the morning and we were sleeping. And we had just sort of found a comfortable balance where neither of us was falling off the bed. And my roommate sits up and says, "Where does your head voice come from?" If you're not a singer, this sounds really weird. So anyway, she sits up and says, "Where does your head voice come from?" And I was sort of bleary and opened my eyes. I don't know. "But where does your head voice come from?" "I don't know." "Go back to sleep." "Okay." And she flops back down, rolls over, and goes right back to sleep. So those are my sleep talking stories. I actually have another friend who does sleep talk, or at least did when we were in middle school and high school and having a lot of sleepovers. But maybe I'll save those stories for another video if people are interested. Share your sleep talking stories in the comments, and then click here to go to the video that inspired this one. Okay. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.